Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about my college experience and what I personally think that you should know and consider before going off to college. Or not going off to college, because I'm a commuter, so you don't necessarily have to be going and moving away to watch this video. Basically, I'm going to start off with a little bit of my background or my personal experience with school, just so that you kind of get a feel for it and know where I'm coming from. I personally think that college is like 1,000 times better than high school, but that might be because I hated high school. I'm not a school person. I don't know, I was just so ready to move on. For years of my life, I thought that I was going to go to the Rudy and Kelly Academy of like hair and learn how to be a hair cutter. I realized that I don't have a passion for that, and I also wanted to be a physical therapist. I just don't want to go to school for 6, 7, 8 years. At the end of high school, in senior year, I needed a job really bad. Actually, my boyfriend, he was like, hey, the garden center is hiring, why don't you apply there? That's what I did. I applied there, and I got the job even though I had zero plant knowledge. On the job and at home, like I went to the central library, I checked out so many books on plants, specifically the ones in my department, and I read every single one of them. I learned everything that I could, and then I realized that I wasn't just doing this for the job that I had. I was doing this because I really liked it. I ended up realizing that I wanted to have a career that had to do with plants. My major is horticulture, but the college that I went to didn't have that. So I had this idea. I was like, I'm just going to go there for 2 years, knock out all the general education requirements, and save money by commuting. So yeah, I decided to go to ODU, Old Dominion University. So as of right now, I just finished my 2nd year at that school. It's an alright school, but not my favorite. I'm gonna be telling you basically what I learned from being a commuter and how college is like way different from high school in a number of ways. Basically, the first thing is that college, of course, is a lot harder than high school, but I think that it's way better than like the work they give in high school, because I'm sure everyone can agree on this, okay? In high school, they give us busy work, literally for no reason. Like, you know, the fact that they would give us a worksheet to fill out during a movie instead of just letting us like watch the movie and like actually be able to watch what we're watching instead of like trying to write. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that was just like fill in the blanks and everything. Like, why can't we just take notes and learn in our own way and like come back and take the test? I don't know. So the work you do in college is actually stuff that will help you in life, for the most part, in my experience. Every time I wrote a paper, it made me such a stronger writer, because they actually like they are not just doing it because they're required to like assign you 3 papers for the semester or whatever. Like, no, they wanted to make you a better writer for your career, for anything. Nothing is done for no reason, you know what I mean? Also, yes, you have to take gen eds, and everyone complains about that. I get it, it's annoying. Some of them are more annoying than others. Gen eds are basically just like the credits that have nothing to do with your major, but you have to take them anyway because you're just required. And I think the school just like wants to make more money, and also I guess they want to make you like a more well-rounded student, you know what I mean? For example, I'm a horticulture major, and I had to take interpreting the American past. At the same time, I think they're really helpful because they do make you more well-rounded, honestly. Even though I probably won't use a lot of them in my career, I will use them in life. So don't like look at it 100% as like, F this, like it's so stupid. Like, just try to like have a different mindset on it, I guess. A way that college is 1,000 times better and like completely different from high school is that you don't have to ask to go to the bathroom. You just get up and walk out. Now in my high school, I don't know about everyone else, but you gotta raise your hand, say, can I use the restroom? They have to approve it. You have to take a pass. If you don't have your like sheet of passes, you don't get to go. Literally so dumb. Like, by the time we're in high school, we should be old enough to be able to go use the freaking bathroom if we need to. In college, also a lot of times attendance isn't graded or like counted or whatever. You show up if you want to. You should. It's highly recommended. But if you don't, yet you still do really well on the test, that's good. That's fine. Except sometimes that will get to your head and you'll be like, oh, I don't need to go, like I want to sleep in, I don't need to go to class, I can just learn it through the online PowerPoint. Okay, look, I thought that too. For an entire unit of chemistry, which was like a few weeks, I didn't show up to class once. I would show up to get attendance because it was graded in that class. I would show up to scan my like ID card at the door, and then I would like take off. So dumb, because that one unit, I missed so much information. I thought I was gonna like learn it at home, but I really didn't. Also, you need to use Rate My Professor. I know that like you've probably heard this phrase many times. It's a website. It has like every professor from every school in America pretty much. You read about the professor, you read all the reviews, and see the rating before you actually sign up for their class. Also, not to mention in college, you get to choose who your professors are. You don't get like put in a class, which that's pretty cool. There are some horrendous ones, and I have had bad luck once. He was so arrogant, just rude, cocky, thought he was so smart. Instead of genuinely wanting to teach us this material and like, you know, having a passion for people learning, I think he had a passion for showing off his abilities. Some professors, like when they get like their doctorate and all these other degrees and things, they feel kind of like, they feel like they're better than everyone else. So they kind of forget how to teach to a lower level. Even though he had us buy a $260 textbook, he did not use it. He didn't believe in using it because he said the methods in it were wrong. I mean, literally over half the class failed. There are way more food options compared to high school and college. Now, this is because, like, you know, most people are living there, so you've got to have a lot of food options if you want people to, like, still eat and not get super sick of it and stuff. There's Insomnia Cookies, which is at most colleges, and now that is somewhere you want to go. They have like full-blown like restaurants like right there, or all the dining halls. Either one is pretty good, unlike in high school when you go into the lunch line and it's like, do you want a burger or pizza? In college, there are like a million different opportunities to succeed. There's like a club for basically anything you can think of, and if there's not, you can easily make a new one. I joined the botany club. I only went to a few meetings. I usually had work on the day that they were meeting, but the few times that I went, it was really fun, and it feels so good to actually like go into a club where people have the same interests. You need to 100% rely on yourself to get the information that you need for like moving forward in your life, moving forward in your career plan. Find every resource you possibly can. Go to the website, go to every single part of the website. If you are considering being a commuter for college, you need to also think about the things that you are going to be missing out on. It's harder to make friends because you're not there all the time. Well, at least I wasn't. You say ahead of time, like, oh, I'm going to stay on campus after my classes. I'm going to stay there for so long and just chill and like meet people. If you're like me, you really do enjoy your own bedroom, coming home at the end of like a long day of school. Even though I thought that I was going to just like chill on campus, whenever I was done with school, I would come home, make my own food here. I would want to chill in my bedroom, watch Netflix, you know, see my friends who are at home. So I'm just saying it might be a bit harder for you to make friends. I am transferring to Virginia Tech in the fall, this upcoming fall, because that has been my dream school since I was a kid. I don't know why, it just always seemed really appealing to me. I have never toured it, but I'm officially going there. Anyway, yeah, that's my plan in case you cared to know. And then one of the last things I want to say is that you don't need to know for sure what you want to do before you go to college. You don't need to know. But I think that you should for sure have at least a list of ideas that you can research and look into when you are at college or when you're about to go. Just have some ideas so that like if your current plan doesn't work out, you have a backup. Maybe just have those ideas so that you know that the college you're going to has at least your first like top 2 choices. So yeah, just be responsible, plan out your life, kind of. It is crucial that you don't waste money when you're going to college. It is so easy to waste money. I don't think that I've really wasted any money yet, except maybe with a couple. I mean, I did study abroad. I went to London during spring break, and honestly, I would highly highly recommend doing a spring break study abroad or like a summer thing. You just get so much experience from it. You, like, the person who's leading it knows everything about where you are. Something else that comes to the top of my head is that when I was in high school, teachers would always be like, in senior year usually, teachers would be like, I'm not gonna cut you any slack because your college professors aren't going to cut you any slack. If you have something late, like, they are going to turn you away. They're gonna say, too bad, so sad. They really, I guess, just don't know shit. I mean, I didn't experience that. If you email a professor and say, hey, I'm having a lot of trouble with this, like, can you please help me out, have a meeting with me, or something like that, they'll give extensions. They will actually be super understanding, depending on who you have, of your, like, family situation, of what's going on in your mental health, and genuinely help you out more than anyone else could. They're not as strict as high school teachers make them out to be. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I really do, I love college. I hate school in general, but I love college compared to the other schools. I will be posting move-in vlogs for Virginia Tech. If you want to follow along, I'll be moving there in August, as long as school isn't online, and please don't be online. That's basically all I gotta say. If you made it this far, thank you. I will see you guys next time.